Hey everyone, watching the video. Going over to MLB main slate for today on DraftKings. Before we continue though, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, we appreciate that. You can also follow me on Twitter at cpen_16, that's with 2 N's. And if you follow me on Twitter, shoot me a DM and ask me for access to the cheat sheet, the pitching model, hitting model. It's just one link, so I can send it to you, and the link works every day, so you don't have to keep asking me. I know that might be awkward too, so the link works every day, so just like I said, shoot me a DM and ask for it. I'd be happy to send it to you. Because I know it's nice just to have it by yourself so you can look at it instead of having to go back to the video and just keep rewatching. But yeah, so anyway, let's get into the slate. I did post the early slate video last night at like 1 in the morning because I didn't feel like doing 3 videos today because I have to do NASCAR later. I think qualifying's at 11:35. But I think I'm going to be at the store at around 12. So when I get back, I'll work on it. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the cheat sheet. So really, I like all these 3 pitchers. I just like mixing and matching them today. So first off, I'll start off with Jacob deGrom. And actually, let's just go over my pitchers with, well, first let me read their notes. So Jacob deGrom, 9,400. So as much as I'd love to play Verlander, he's 11,900. And really, we're getting a $3,000 discount, basically, playing these guys. And that's really worth it to me with the course slate. So I'm not going to get up to Verlander today. But although I mean, he's probably going to score the most points, but my model doesn't have him as a very good value, and I agree with it. So as much as I love to play Verlander, I'd rather spend it for some bats. I love the discount we're getting for a guy like deGrom. And then Zach Greinke, really it's just the same reason, their price, and then same with Jack Flaherty. So let's just go into the pitching model here, and I don't think you can see the whole thing, so I'll scroll, but I mean, really, the 3 highest graded guys, just from dollar per dollar value point of view, are going to be, Zach Greinke, Jacob deGrom, and Jack Flaherty. It does like Jose Quintana a little bit, but I'm not going to agree with it there. But really, the 3 guys I have listed, they just have good numbers all around. Zach Greinke's my highest projected guy, as you can see here. It likes to match up versus the Mets. They're not the best team in the world, and they do have a decent strikeout rate, 25%, and just it's a pretty decent matchup for him, and he's been very good this year, and he's got him as the second best value on the slate. And then I really like Jack Flaherty and then Jacob deGrom as well, because they're just a little too cheap, all 3 of those guys, so definitely like them today. And I really do like the idea of pairing up Zach Greinke with Jacob deGrom. It's a very low over-under game. It's only 7. Oh, I think it's only at 7 right now. It might be 7.5, but you can see how many runs being scored there, and then you're going to lock one of them in for the win, most likely. So I do think it's a very good strategy for today, and I do like them a lot. And you can pretty much do whatever you want, because it's not every day you can get 2 aces like deGrom and Greinke for under 20K total each. So that's what my plan's going to be today. But if I really want to spend up for bats, I'm going to drop down to Jack Flaherty, and then I can really do whatever I want, because there's a lot of good value options for bats as well. So speaking of bats, Robinson Chirinos, 3,500, he's leading the way for me for catcher. He's cheap enough and just facing a lefty, so it makes a lot of sense there. I can see him being one of the highest owned catchers. And then Jonathan Lucroy, 3,700. He's 3,700, and it's an okay spot versus a lefty and a bad bullpen, so I don't mind if you want to go there. Don't mind the loud cars. I'm outside. Not every day you get a nice day in Ohio, so I'm trying to enjoy it. And then Danny Jansen, 2,400. He's really cheap and he's in cores. I know Maile, whatever his name was last night for the Blue Jays was the catcher. And he was cheap and he was chalk. He was like over 20% owned, so I can see the same thing happening with Jansen tonight. Then at first base, Daniel Murphy, 4,800. So Stroman isn't the worst pitcher out there, but it's still course field, and that usually wins out, usually trumps talent. So don't mind Murphy at all, lefty on righty matchup. And then Kendrys Morales, 2,900. I really like this spot. He's projected to bat 5th versus Porcello, who struggles with lefties, and does have 2 career homers versus him. So I think he's going to be a core play today as long as he's in the lineup. And then Paul Goldschmidt, 4,200. Cheap and facing a lefty, and I think he's going to be high owned. And I swear whenever he's high owned, he hits a homer. And so I do like Goldschmidt a lot. And then second base, Kike Hernandez, 3,700. He's cheap and possibly leading off versus the lefty, where he has over 200 ISO versus them. It could also be Chris Taylor, and I also same reasons as Kike. And then Sterling Castro, 3,000. Love using this guy. He's always cheap and batting cleanup, and it's a good spot versus the lefty. Then at third base, we have Nolan Arenado, 5,900. So really, it'd just be a crime not to put him here. I don't think he's a must today. But 30 points is never out of the question. It would never surprise me if Arenado, gets 30, 40 points and scores. So don't mind him. Then Vlad 4100. I like John Gray, but Coors will break a lot of people, and we have a lot of talent and upside in a good park packed in a decently cheap priced player here. So definitely don't mind Vlad. And then Justin Turner 4200, just another Dodger righty facing a lefty. Then shortstop, you have Trevor Story 5700. He went bananas yesterday, 49 points. And if I'm paying up for a Rocky bat, it's Trevor Story. He's been crushing righties this season, as you've seen yesterday. And power speed combo, the Blue Jays bullpen isn't the best, so definitely like Trevor Story. And you should be, if you want to, you should be able to afford him. It's not that hard if you go, if you get a guy like Morales or Jansen at catcher. And I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want tonight, even with good pitchers. So it's kind of a fun slate. I do like the slate a lot. And then Paul, I still don't know how to say his name, Paul DeJong, 4,500. He's been crushing lefties this season with over a 400 ISO, and I do like him. I do like these righties bats versus Quintana. And then Jack Mayfield, 3,300, decent value play at his price, and in the spot in batting order and a good team. So, and he's facing a lefty. So, and then high priced outfield, Mike Trout. I do think it's one of those days you can play Mike Trout. Usually there's some days that I feel like he's not necessary, but I think one of those days. I think today's one of the days you can play him. And it's Mike Trout. Really shouldn't have to explain it. He loves Seattle pitching, and it's a bad bullpen, so don't mind Mr. Mike Trout. And then David Dahl, 4,900. He's gonna be popular again, but no reason not to like him. Facing a righty in Coors, and then all those prices getting up there, but still it's fun. But I do prefer Tapia, 4,500. Just another cheapest Coors outfielder, and it's the $400 discount, and he's been good. He's got a lot of speed. He can turn a lot of long singles into doubles really easy. So it's pretty easy in that ballpark with that huge outfield as well. And he just missed a home run last night. He was just so close to having a huge day. He was the lowest owned Rocky from the big guys, like Story, Dahl, Arenado. And he just missed it. 414-foot fly out in the outfield to the middle outfield fence is 415 feet. He was just so close. really could have used that, but so he's been really good. I mean, he still had 18 points as well. I mean, he could have had a huge day. And then the mid-range outfield, Aaron Hicks, 4,100, the lefty versus Porcello. Randall Grichuk, 3,900. He's cheap and in Coors, and he has a ton of power versus righties. And then Mitch Haniger, 4,300. I was struggling to find another outfielder I liked in this price range, but I threw him on, and he's cheap, and it's a 220 ISO versus lefties this year. And then we already went over Kike and Chris Taylor. Then Shohei Ohtani, he had a nice homer last night, and then he had a nice single and an RBI versus a lefty. And yeah, he's facing a lefty, but soon enough he's going to see a righty in the bullpen, so I do think he's fine at that price. Then let's go to some of the core plays. Impactful weather, I'm pretty sure it's fine. I didn't see anything that was too scary out there today. And then for the core plays, I have Greinke and DeGrom, but I certainly don't mind Jack Flaherty. And then at first and second, I have Morales and Castro. Although I do like Paul Goldschmidt a lot at first base. But if you want to spend down, I do like Morales. But I'm just saying I have these two guys listed here because I do think they're the best value plays, and you can pretty much construct your lineup however you want. And then top stacks for me are going to be the Coors, so either the Rockies and the Blue Jays, the Dodgers, specifically the righties, but I mean the lefties will be fine eventually. And then the Cardinals, the righties, although their lineup's pretty much all righties anyway. And then the Yankees going against Porcello. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. Hit me up on Twitter at cpenn_16. That's CPENN_16, just like my name. And then, yeah, NASCAR is going to be out eventually, so I'll have that out by tonight. And then good luck today.